Welcome back to the Positive Creator YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Today's a very special edition of the Positive Creator YouTube channel video. It is a viewer suggested topic video. Yes, I've had one of my viewers reach out to me and ask me to do a specific topic in regards to this next video. So what I've done is I've made sure that I do cover that for you. Now remember, if you want to see any special videos or anything, or any topics that you'd like me to cover that you're currently dealing with or would like to know a bit more about, please leave the comments down below and make sure that you obviously let me know for future videos so I can cover them for you. Okay, so let's enjoy the video. Let's go. Okay, welcome back. Now today we're covering a very special topic. A topic is about dealing with loneliness in a positive way. Now, as I said earlier, one of my subscribers has reached out to me who unfortunately is suffering from loneliness at the moment, and asked me on tips on how you can deal with loneliness, how you can make it better, how you find coping mechanisms for it, and things that can help you aid the recovery from loneliness, and obviously start getting that weight of maybe a little bit of depression, maybe some sort of low feelings, and hopefully make yourself feel a bit better. So yeah, let's get straight into this. So obviously one of the main causes of loneliness, especially now, is isolation. Social isolation has been one of the things that we're dealing with. That's the most prevalent one, but also as well, what you've got to remember is loneliness isn't a new thing. Loneliness isn't because COVID has said that we have to stay in and we can't go out anywhere. Loneliness has always existed. Before COVID, before 2020, before this hit, loneliness has been in a very, very sad part of a lot of people's lives. And this is why we need to make focus on this and understand what it is about loneliness that we need to look at, adapt, make better and enjoy in regards to our futures, something to look forward to, but also looking at it in a more positive way, and maybe shining a light on it to help others. Okay, so let's break down the term loneliness. Let's break down the meaning of loneliness and what it means to be lonely. And let's start by looking at different ways and different aspects of loneliness, like recognizing the impact of being lonely. Now that's one of the big things that we need to look at. Loneliness can be as harmful, as it is stated, that loneliness can be as harmful as having 15 cigarettes a day. It can lead to high blood pressure, strokes, potentially, issues when it comes to your health moving forward in life. It does have a physical aspect as well as a mental aspect to having to deal with this on a daily basis. It's very harmful and very stressful that if you don't take control of it, it will take control of you. It's said on average that 9 million people are often described as often or always alone. Now that means that, if to look at those statistics, that says that it's a lot of people, and it's a very, very important thing to look at. It is very disturbing facts to hear that many people can state that they are alone the majority of time. Now this is not necessarily to do with COVID. This is to do with, unfortunately, not having social networks, not having friends or colleagues or people that you can sort of talk to or confide in. So having social networks, having that group of friends or group of people that you can connect with is vital, absolutely vital to helping combat the loneliness and the way you feel during these lonely times. So one of the first steps is try and sort of branch out and see what it is that you can improve your times. Secondly, we need to work out why it is that we feel lonely. Now you find there's two main aspects, there's two main causes to loneliness. It could be that you don't have enough contact with people, that you're interacting with people, you're being around people, and having that social connection, talking, interacting. And the second cause of that can be that you may be surrounded by a lot of people, but it's that you may be misunderstood, or you feel like you're unheard, or people don't take what you say as something they're potentially interested in. That can lead to the social sort of isolation of being loneliness. So there is lots of aspects that you need to look at. These two are the main that you need to concentrate on. Is it the fact that you don't have many social people around you, or is it that you don't feel welcome or comfortable around the group of people you're in, that it makes you feel that sense of loneliness? So these two things that you need to analyse, look at, see which one of them you fall into the category of. Which one is it that you find yourself sitting in? Is it that you need to make more friends, branch out, have more conversations with people? Or is it maybe to listen to these people and see what it is that they engage with, and what it is, different topics, change the subject, talk about something that maybe they find in common with you, and that might just spark up that that conversation, the friendship, and they may start to think a little bit different about you, and you will feel different when they start to engage with you. So yeah, make sure you look at those two things. They're very important, and it's a good place to start. Now, as a third point, one of the things that is the easiest and the quickest way to remedy a situation of feeling lonely is talk to someone. Now, talk to someone in regards to, it could be a healthcare professional, it could be a family member, it could be your best friend, or it could be just somebody that you've been chatting maybe with online or something. But the fundamentals of it is you have to address it. Being lonely is one thing. Feeling lonely is the outcome of having no contact. But once you maybe get that off your chest, tell people how you're feeling, you'll find you can get help with this. You can have people who sympathise with you, people who will listen to you, people will understand you. And speaking to somebody is the most vital stage when it comes to getting over loneliness, combating loneliness, and understanding how you're personally going to deal with loneliness. Because this is such a crippling thing to have hang over you, that it can unfortunately lead to very strong mental health issues, and it's something that you need to try to avoid. If you can avoid it by talking to somebody, that is where you need to start. We can look at different things like we've spoke to about what is loneliness. Is it a lack of friends, or is it the friends don't understand you, or you feel you're not welcome in that group? But also gathering medical advice, seek professional advice about loneliness. That is key to maybe understanding where you need to concentrate your efforts on. Because as I said, there's two different ways. Which one are you? If you don't know, speak to somebody. They may be able to identify what is it that you need to focus your efforts on. Is it making friends, or understanding the friends that you have around you now and helping them understand you? See, now there's ways to combat loneliness in regards to, you can try to reach out. Like you could maybe join a Twitter group, or volunteer in your local charity shop or local community. But that not necessarily might be the answer to the question that you need to ask. It's not about how you spend it. Sometimes it's about who you spend it with. Now, social contact, as I said, is important. Speaking to people, interacting. But sometimes having the right people around you, making sure it's somebody who understands you, like a family member, a friend, a school friend, somebody who you may have lost touch with that you need to reach out and maybe get in touch with again. These are the things that it really is important to understand, that social interaction can mean more if it's around people you trust and they trust you. It is a big part of branching out, being able to come out and relax around other people, because loneliness is such a crippling disease, as I've said, that if we don't address it the correct way, sometimes we feel we're taking one step forward and two steps back. So analyse, look at the people who are around you, think of the group of people who make you feel good about yourself, the people who are important to you, or just try and find that special somebody maybe on one of these groups that you may be able to reach out for somebody who does suffer from loneliness and has a common bond with you. Because having somebody to share that journey, having somebody who understands what it's like to be sat in those dark times, to be, you know, in the position where they feel sad all of the time because they don't feel anyone's there to listen to them, that is key. That is so important. So maybe reach out, see if that's what you need to solve your problem. Also, a very, very important thing when it comes to dealing with loneliness and starting to approach how you're going to get over it is changing the way you think about it, changing your thought behaviour. Now, what you'll find is, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there will attest to this and maybe associate with how I'm going to explain this, but when it comes to loneliness, we tend to look not at the black and white of it. We don't look at the yes or no. We tend to look at the grey areas first. We look at, you know, well, I'm lonely. Maybe if I make friends, but they probably won't like me. Maybe, you know, we might not get on, or maybe if I put myself out there, no one will respond to me. So we find that we look into the grey areas of a solution instead of looking at the positives or the negatives of a solution. And this is something that you need to change your thought process. Look at how you think about it. Think about how it is that you analyse, you think about, right, I'm going to make a point to go to this particular place, or go to this meeting, or reach out and get in touch with somebody. And I'm going to make sure that I continue this. I'm going to make sure that I follow this up with conviction and see it through to the end. By dispelling negative thoughts, dispelling that little niggle in the back of your mind that thinks that it's not going to work. Changing your thought process will allow you to stay more positive, more engaged, and really put your whole thought process and your heart and well-being into making it work for you. So remember, don't look to the grey areas. Yes or no. Yes, it will work. No, it's not going to fail. Also as well, you've got to remember that a lot of the things about loneliness is we're reaching out trying to get social contact with people, trying to maybe be understood by the people we're surrounded. But have you ever actually thought that it's okay to be in your own company? You've got to understand that being alone isn't something that you can see as a negative. Sometimes being happy in your own company is what can dispel a lot of the feelings. If you're comfortable in yourself, then you'll find you'll be comfortable around other people. So, as I said to you earlier in the video, that obviously reaching out, you know, branching out, talking to people, but also be happy with yourself. Become accustomed to being happy with your own thoughts. Take up a new craft. Think of something that will engage your time, something that you enjoy doing. It could be starting a YouTube channel. It could be start a new business. You know, starting up some sort of craft or hobby, or something that engages you in enjoying the time that you have spending alone. It could be watching your favourite film, listening to your favourite music. Because loneliness isn't just about being alone. Being with part of a group is fine, but being happy with yourself, being happy in your own company, that is such an important thing to maybe get as a foundation for this. Be happy in your own company before you maybe look elsewhere. Because if you're happy in your own self, being around other people, social situations can help you grow out of feeling lonely and into feeling accepted. And that is very important. You should think about that. Maybe put some thought into, what can I do for myself? Now I'll probably come to the biggest point of being lonely now. This is the one in regards to relationships. Now I want to concentrate on this one quite a lot, because we're talking about obviously social interactions, people we work with and everything, but sometimes loneliness can come from not being able to find love, not being able to find a partner, not being able to find somebody that you can connect with, share time with, and enjoy those precious moments that, you know, things in life can pass you by. So is this one of the things that holds you back? Are you lonely because you may be scared to go on the dating scene, scared to sort of join these dating apps? You know, because I'm sure it is very daunting, it's very tough for people to take that first step, especially if you've been, for instance, in long-term relationships, you've come out of that. Sometimes you don't know how the dating game works. You know, I'm pretty sure it's a lot different to when I, you know, when we go back to when I was like dating myself. I probably would be lost in it myself. But you've got to understand and maybe look into how to evolve the relationships in modern day society. Find out how you can connect with people. See what is the best method for you. Is it, you know, to sort of dip your toe in the water with maybe chatting online with somebody? Is it going to be something like sort of putting yourself out there a bit more, like on a dating app where your face is there, a bit more about your background, your information, so you're sharing a little bit more? That could be something you could build up to. Or is it time for you to maybe, if you feel that you're comfortable with those first two items, that you go out and maybe go to a local pub, go to a social event, go somewhere where maybe you can mingle and talk to people. You never know. Sometimes romance, your life partner, anybody that, you know, that you hope is in your life can literally bump into you in the street. You never know when you're going to get lucky in regards to meeting someone special in your life. But if you don't try, it won't happen. You need to be out there. You need to try and gain the confidence, push those boundaries, get that sort of fire in your heart, and maybe just try that first stage and build up to maybe the face-to-face contact that you need with people. Because it is so important that you try to develop relationships, be them just a new friends group, be it relationships building with maybe a strange family. It could be something as simple as maybe finding love with somebody that you know you've always admired. Have you ever took the chance to maybe tell that person, or are you too scared? But you know what, these are things that only you can figure out. I can give you a couple of tips, but these are really important facts that you need to engage yourself, look into, find out what's best for you. Because once you analyse it, you'll see what the best path is for you. The path for me will not be the same as the path for you. What I might be confident doing, you might be shy of doing. So think about it, look at the fundamentals of the things I've spoken to you about today, and see if any of them can help you, and find out the winning way to get rid of loneliness and combat that feeling of loneliness that you may feel right now. Because this is the most important thing. It's about how you respond and how you move forward. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me once again for this fantastic video. As I said, if you'd like to see any more content or any videos that you specifically would like me to do regarding certain issues, please put them in the comment section of the video. So when you watch the video, just click on the comments and put in, can you please do a video on whatever subject that you may want to do. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you are liking and subscribing, and obviously hit the notification bell so I can get obviously my videos out to you guys and help you as best as I can. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I've been Positively Craig. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.